السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قال سبحانه وتعالى: والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. صدق الله المولانا العظيم. وقال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم: الخير عادة، أو كما قاله النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. All praises to our Lord, our Creator, and peace and blessings be upon Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, the final messenger. We all like to be good at the things that we see as achievements. So if a child thinks soccer is something special, then they would try hard in soccer. If someone feels like hockey is special, then they would try hard to be good at hockey. And likewise, if someone wants to be good at business, then they would work on their business habits. So no one would like to be less in their craft. If somebody's a mechanic, just that one, brothers. Just back there, the one after that. That one. Yeah, please, yeah. Thank you, brother. So everyone wants to be good at their craft, whether a lawyer, a doctor, or a mechanic, or a baker. We all want to be good. Now, the biggest question would be, how do I become good at what I do? How do I become good at what I do? I think it comes down to two things. I think it comes down to just two things: good schedules, good habits. Good schedules and good habits. If we can put that into the system, then a person can become efficient and proficient at things. So, if a person was trying to excel in school, so if they have a good schedule, and good habits to study, then they're more likely going to succeed. What's happening in our times is we are very distracted. So although we might be good at something, but we are distracted. We all want to be good believers. You want to have good relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because we're all going to go back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When we leave this world, then we're going to go back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So now the question would be to all of us: are you good with your relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or are you not able to focus? Psychologists, they say willpower and the ability to focus is very limited. You can only try to fight yourself for a little while, then you get tired of it. For example, there's a child crying in the background, a child screaming or playing loudly, a child playing in the background. So you're trying to do your work, you're reading Quran or doing some work. After 5, 10, 20 minutes, it gets too loud. You say, hey, be quiet, your sounds are disturbing me. So that means only for a few minutes you could focus on your work without listening to that sound. After a while, the sound started bothering us. That's how sins are. That's how distraction on our phone, our gadgets, our laptops, all these are distractions. Only for 10 minutes we can hold ourselves, then we can't focus, we lose our focus. So now, the biggest dilemma we have is not lack of education, is not enough time to educate. Otherwise, with our technology, you can literally find out anything just sitting in your own bedroom. Just a few Google searches, and you have amazing amounts of information in front of you. From baking to rocket science, you can find anything. Anything you want, you can find online. But are we focused enough to pay attention to that? No. We're all on the entertainment side of life. So as soon as we get home, we get comfortable. We don't go towards education, we go towards entertainment. So whether you go to sports, movies, cartoons, games, whatever the kids do, we go to that right away. So if we can find a successful lifestyle where we are learning nice things every day of the week, then we can excel a lot. So even minimum growth can mean a lot. For example, on Mondays, after school or work, you come home and now you make it a point to do something beneficial for yourself. So I'm going to ask some of the kids what they need to focus on and what they're trying to become good at. So what do you think you want to be good at this time of your life and this time of the year? What's something you can work on probably that will be really good for you?
My habits.
Huh?
My habits, what I do automatically.
Okay, so those kind of habits. Anyone else? Kids, anything you're working on? So for example, one kid is not good at math. He's getting low marks in math classes. So now you make it a point that on Mondays and Wednesdays I will do math work extra. So you have no homework. Let's just say you have no math homework on Monday night and Wednesday night. But you told yourself that I'm not good at math, so I'm going to start working on math. So now you just spend 30 minutes, not 2 hours, 30 minutes only. And you ask your parents, your guardians, how can I excel in my math classes? So they help you, they say do this exercise for 30 minutes. So now you did that on Monday night and Wednesday night. In 1 week you spend 1 hour extra on math. But then in 1 month, because it's 4 weeks, so now you have 4 hours extra in math. So by the end of the month, you're already good at math to a certain degree. And if you do that in November, December, January, February, in 4 months, you're very good at math for your age. Because you spend only half an hour on Mondays, half an hour extra on Wednesdays, mashallah, you changed. That's how everything is. We do small changes, our life changes a lot. Trajectories by 1 degree means a lot in the long run. So if we can look at what are we doing every single day of the week, and don't make it too hard, like, oh, I'm going to do 4 hours on Mondays, 4 hours on Wednesdays, and a lot of work. No, just minimize it. You can have some free time. If you're tired from work, you're tired from school, you can relax. You can take a few deep breaths, you can play, you can talk to family, you can play with kids. You can do that. Nobody's saying be hyper focused on life. And that's one other big problem we have. We're too focused on dunya. A person is at work, now he's back, he's checking the stocks the whole night. Until he goes to sleep, he's checking the stock market. Hello, put that garbage down. You're going to be looking at that for eternity. You're going to die looking at numbers. Put the damn phone down, go play with the kids. That money is going to go up and down, it doesn't really matter. Fix your time. I'm going to check 8 o'clock, then 9:30, then 10:30, I'm going to check the stock. And that's it. 3 times, 1.5 hours apart. That's if you are the kind of person that checks the cryptocurrency every few minutes. But if you are someone who's controlled, check it every morning once. Warren Buffett and all these big stock market specialists, they would say, put your money into something and walk away. Stop throwing your money from different places. Put your money in something heavy, then just leave it for 10 years and come back to it later. Like these are people, they say they even say, you know how many financial advisor will tell you, diversify your portfolio. Diversify your portfolio. Professionals will tell you, no, if one field is doing good, put all your money into that. Do not diversify your portfolio, because you know that the most money that's going to go up is in that specific market, so just put all your money in it. Warren Buffett says that. Throw all your money in one basket. If it goes down, let it burn, but at least you made a good bet. And if you look at our lives, we are not diversifying our portfolio. As a Muslim, we're not going to other religions. As husbands, we don't go to other ladies, we go to one wife. At home, you have one home, you go to that one home every single day. So you don't diversify your portfolio with your kids, like, oh, I have a few kids here, a few kids in that street, a few kids in that street. No, you have one bunch of kids, and you invest completely into your kids. So stay sane. What I'm trying to say is stay sane, and there's a time for business, there's time for work, there's time for homework, then there's time to just be yourself. Just play. Play. Literally. Go play with the kids. Go play, talk to your wife. Joke a little bit. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was the most important person ever. But he had time to talk to his wife. Sometimes he's telling her long, funny stories of marriage and conflict and all this amazing stuff. One day he's racing with her. So if we do not learn how to live, our life is passing by and we won't even know how life passed by. Today could be a memorable day for you and your kids. If you spend 1 hour with your kid, just wrestle with them, play with them. If they love wrestling, spend 1 hour wrestling with them. One day I asked my own kids, I'm like, what do you guys like? They're like, oh, we love you when you wrestle with us. And I'm like, what? That's it? You kids just love it when I wrestle with you. They're like, yeah, we love you when you wrestle with us. I'm like, oh, subhanAllah. Okay, we'll wrestle a lot then. You see how for the kids, they don't care how much money you have in your crypto, in your stocks. They want your time. We think my kids need more money, more money, more money. I'm going to work really, really hard. Honestly speaking, they just need you. If you give them your time, they don't need any money. Every kid is smart enough to make money. If you think you're smart to make money, your child is your genes, he should be able to make money too. If you are smart enough to make money because you're genetically smart according to you, biologically you're good with math, I'm telling you, your child will make twice as much money as you. The world poverty levels are going up, they're not going down. In the last 20 years, the world, if you look at the world stats, poverty is getting less and richness is becoming more. So if you are stressed about your kid, I am sorry, your kid will be more richer than you for sure. Although in Toronto it's a little messy, the housing market, but in general, people become richer. So if your stress is richness, I'm telling you, your kids will be more richer than you, so don't stress about your kids' money. The only thing you need to be stressed about is two things that are going down in life, is Iman and mental health. Two things you need to stress about is your and your kids' mental health and spiritual health, our Iman. Same thing with your spouse. Watch out for your spouse's burning out, so emotional health and spiritual health. If we can keep that balance, you'll be fine. Many rich people, when they're dying, you ask them, any regrets? They're like, yeah, I spent too much time with money. It was just too much. I didn't need it. Because at the end of the day, we're all going to leave. We're going to leave all of our buckets of money here. We're not taking anything with us. And our kids also, when they leave, they can't take our money. They're going to have to leave it here also. So we're all coming into this hotel. This life is a hotel. You come and you leave empty-handed. And your kids will leave empty-handed, and our grandchildren will leave empty-handed. So we're all coming here empty-handed. Take care of yourself, take care of your Iman, take care of your spouse and your kids. Work on our Iman, work on our mental health. And honestly speaking, our mental health is so shaken, it affects our spirituality. We can't focus in Salat because I'm praying Salat, I'm thinking money. How do I make more money? This is going to make you crazy. Every second we're thinking about wealth. How much wealth do we want? Do we not have enough food for the next 1 year? I'm sure most of us have enough savings for 1 year's food. I'm thinking almost everybody in this masjid has enough food for 1 year, or the money to buy 1 year's food. And maybe even rent, maybe. Some might have 10 years of rent saved up already. So that means financially we don't need to stress so much. So if we can really focus on what is important is today's Salat, today's Jum'ah, today's Asr, today's Maghrib, today's Isha. Today's kids' health, how our spouses are feeling. And remember, you might think your spouse is happy you making more money. That might not be the case. They just want more attention from you. We think many men, they work more and they give money to their wives and say, are you happy? Are you happy? And you buy more stuff, and she knows your mind is somewhere else. She doesn't care how much gifts you buy. Your heart is somewhere else. So you cannot replace love with money. Many men, they think, okay, I'm going to spend more time at work and get a big gift this anniversary. It's not going to help. For 1-2 minutes, it makes somebody happy. After that, they go back to normal. So may Allah forgive us. May Allah give us intelligence and wisdom to see what is life and what is a waste of life. And may Allah make it easy for us to stay focused on the good things, and may Allah save us from bad habits. And may Allah make it easy for us to have a very structured life where we progress from every week, we become a better person. Someone can